Welcome to the ACT-IAC website tutorial entitled Group Leader Guide to Document Management. In this tutorial, we will answer the following questions. What is a document? What is the difference between a private and public document? What is a knowledge bank versus the group document library versus an archive document? How to create a document? How to use a document as a file folder? How to use a document to handle different versions of a file, and how to make a document public so that it will appear in the knowledge bank. Okay, first of all, what is a document? A document is simply a container that holds files. It was designed around a knowledge management concept of metadata and provides us a way to display knowledge created by ACT-IAC. I'm going to the knowledge bank, which you get to simply by clicking on the Resource Center or the Knowledge Bank. And this is a view that's available to all users, whether logged in or not. There's the ability to search different pieces of information. I'm not going to go through how to use this view at this time, but what is important is the document title, which you will be inputting in a little bit, organization, type of document, year, whether it's public or private. A public document is one that is visible to anyone, whether they're logged in, not logged in, whether they're a member or not. Thus, public. A private document is one that's only visible to the groups in which that document resides. So, for example, if we go down here, test document 30. Let's see, it's private. There are two groups listed: Evolving the Workforce Community of Interest and Website Development Work Area. If you are not a member of one of those two groups, you will not see this document. If you are, you will see it. Therefore, this view for a logged on member becomes personalized to their permissions. The group document library, visible here by clicking on the documents link, are the documents that are listed in the group. They are specific to the group. We also have the concept of archive documents, which are documents that are put in the archive because they're either old, no longer needed, or for whatever reasons. This is to save the clutter in the document library. By clicking on View All Documents, the user can get a better view of documents, the ability to search, sort based on name, date, action, etc. Okay. So let's create a document. I'm going to click on the Add a Document link over here under the Group Content Actions. And I will get a familiar form, has content, reference, and revisions. We do keep revisions so that if you make a mistake and need to revert back to a previous version of the document, just let an ACT-IAC staff member know and we can make that happen. First, you need a document name. That's on video number 2. Second, you need a file. At least one file must be uploaded. So I'm going to pick, that's a small. You can click upload and the file is now uploaded. You upload, you'll see this display link. Click. By unclicking it, this will cause this file to no longer be displayed on the user view. I'll show this in a few seconds. Wait, we'll define the order in which you're displaying your content. I'm going to add a second file at this stage. So I now have 2 files. If I don't like my order of those, I can just say there and make this. Yep, I'm sorry, I just did it the wrong way. I just changed the order. When it displays, you'll see the new order. And let's put an abstract. Abstract is important in that it provides the users with a description of what these files contain. If this is a white paper, you might just embed the white paper abstract. It is searchable from the knowledge bank, and therefore it's important to include keywords that you think users will search on. You can include links, you can include graphics, just like any other content. Document type, we have variety document types. I'm just going to pick ACT-IAC internal for this one. The date is automatically populated. The year is automatically populated, and this is the archive flag. If this is clicked, this item will be put in the archive. So unclicked, it'll be put in the regular document library. Normally, this will be left unchecked when you're creating a new document. Got the reference tab, second. Organization, just begin typing, and it'll give recommendations. Let's pick ACT-IAC. Source, select what makes the most sense. And then groups. You will see the website development work area, which is a test area that I'm working right now for this demo, is already checked. If you want to cross-post this document into other groups, you'll see that all the COIs are here. All the public groups will be listed here, as well as any private groups that you belong to. So you can cross-post to these groups that you know, if you feel it's appropriate. Interests, select the interests that are applicable. This is important to allow users who have profiles with these interests select to be notified that you have just posted some new content. I put do not use because that's my test interest. And we save. You'll now see that this document appears at the top of my recent activities. Likewise, if I click on the document, again, it's there at the top. I'm going to click on that. You can see there are the two documents I listed. There's my abstract, the date, author, interest, miscellaneous is what that displays for it, and the group that's posted. I can go back to the group by clicking on the group name. I'm going to go in now and edit this document. You have the ability of continuing to add files. This can be used to turn this document into a folder. For example, we have communities of interest who create a document called 2016 meeting minutes, and they just load their meeting minutes in there as they go. So when a user wants to see meeting minutes, they can open the document, pick the date they want, and view those minutes. So it can serve as a collection of files. Yeah, I'm going to, in this case, I'm going to do two things. I want this one to be listed earlier, and I don't want to show the header issue. I'm going to make a few changes just to show the impact. No other changes do I make. As you can see, I unchecked the display flag on the one file, and it has been removed. And the order is the order that I had picked. Now, you can also conduct versioning within a document. So let's say I have a new version of this document right here. I'll upload it. Where'd that go? It's this one here. You see I've got two of them in there. I can now remove the old version. Or I could leave it in there and call it version 1, version 2, version 3. So now the most recent version is listed here. And I can save it. Now, as we mentioned, this document is private. Only the groups which are listed over here will be able to see the document. This is important at this time. It gives you a place to work with these documents. When you're ready to turn them and make them available to the public, you need to notify an ACT-IAC staff member so that they can flip the switch to make them public. It's a simple matter. The document will remain within the group in your document library, but it will also be shown to the public. That concludes the discussion of documents. If you have any questions, just click on the Contact Us box at the top, send us a note, or talk to your ACT-IAC staff member. Thank you.